All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this video by giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Lord's elect. Begin with the 144,000. This is Aratazah from the Great Millstone GMS Atlanta camp. All right, back with another quick video. All right, it's going to be sort of like an impromptu. Just wanted to bring out like one or two scriptures based on the video I have on my screen. This is Apostle El Tahar's page, GMS Declaring the End, and he's actually this is a premiere video, as you can see there on the screen. The title of it says, "If you don't call on the true name, you sold out to the elite." All right, and different apostles and elders and brothers doing responses to the IUIC in a video that they I guess did recently, where Jake came up and was pressuring them on why they don't basically teach the name in the Hebrew and why they still call on Jesus and all that. And they brought out a scripture in particular, which is Sirach 23:9. And I was watching Apostle Ramlab's live stream yesterday, I believe it was, where he was explaining it and showing how these guys is breaking it down wrong. All right, and that's not an excuse, so that's not a precept that you could use to justify not calling on the names Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. All right, as the scripture says, and the elect will praise his holy name. All right, Sirach, I believe that's Sirach 17:20, if I'm not mistaken. So that just shows right there that this group is not a group that the elect would flock to and get the true understanding, because they don't uplift the names. But the point of this video, I want to kind of land back with Pastor Har's the video that he's doing now, as far as them selling out, and how that's something that's in the scriptures. You're gonna have Jake that sold out. The Bible calls it bribery or bribes. Those have taken bribes, getting paid off to basically keep certain things hidden, man. Yeah, the IUIC, they'll tell you you're an Israelite. They'll go into the certain breakdowns that we go into, but they're more than likely they're paid to keep certain things, or to teach certain things wrong, right? Such as the name of the Lord, and off the top of the head, I think they also teach that the MOTB is not the implantable device. So it's things like that. It make you raise an eyebrow and look and say, yeah, these guys more likely they sold out. Like, why wouldn't you vehemently not utter or teach the name of the Lord? All right. And I just want to get a couple of precepts that I had on deck. It's going to try to be a short one. All right, let's go to Sirach 20. All right, and get to the point. Verse 29. Okay, Sirach, Ecclesiastes 20:29 says, "Presents and gifts blind the eyes of the wise, and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove." See that? These are supposed to be the wise men of our nation, right? The Israelites claim to be the teachers and the prophets and all that. So they're supposed to be the wise, but their eyes are blinded because why? They took that money, they took that deal, presents and gifts, man. And also I just mentioned Apostle Ramlab in a live stream he did. He was showing a clip of I think it was like an old clip from back in the day. It was a Jake. He was going into the basically what the 501c3 charter is about. How basically, if you got a 501c3 charter with your church or your organization, all right, you basically got to follow protocol. They tell you what you can't and can't teach. All right. So the fact that not only the IUIC but the ISUPK, that group, they have a 501c3 charter. The IUIC has a 501c3 charter, so that automatically you like, yo, hold up, man. Yeah. Okay, I see why y'all teach the way y'all do, because y'all got to stick to that curriculum. See? But it's blinded their eyes because they took that money. It says, and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove, right? You can't fully reprove your people, or you can't fully get your people in order, all right, or get the people in order, Israelites, because you took that money, and that's what Esau wants. Esau don't want Jake to fully stand in a lack, for lack of a better way of putting it. So that's why they paid you, to keep the name away, to cause confusion, or try to cause confusion, right, concerning the name, because you ain't going to confuse the true believers and the hopeful elect of the Lord. He told you to teach that the MOTB is this and that, and various other things. And now I believe now they're teaching hell. They're teaching the Trinity. It's like they basically they're basically like a Hebrew Israelite Baptist church. They turn into a Israelite Christian church, as much as they quote unquote bang on Christianity. These niggas have turned into damn Christians with purple and gold in gold fringes on, man. So there you go. They took these presents and these gifts. All right, that's why the thumbnail of the video, I got a picture of a $100 bill. That's what they that's what they got. All right, them damn Franklins, man. To hide the name of the Lord, and to show you in the history, it also just came to mind when you read the book of Acts. All right, they was telling the apostles to not teach in the name. Matter of fact, let's see if we can get that real quick. I think that's is that Acts the 5th chapter? You know what? I don't know how to find it. It's either Acts 2 or Acts 5. I think it says, like, didn't we straightly tell you not to teach? Sometimes you got to search by a word that you remember. Yeah, there you go. Acts 5:28. All right, so this is when all right, obviously I'm not gonna read the whole thing, right? This is when Peter, I guess the other apostles, they basically got caught. I think they was getting arrested or whatever. They was thrown in prison, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think this when they actually got out. The angel broke them out of there, if I'm not mistaken. But just get to the point. This is Acts 5:25. It says, then came one and told them, saying, behold, the men whom ye put in prison are standing in the temple teaching the people. Then went the captain with the officers and then went the captain with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, lest they should be stoned. It says, and when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, here's the point, did we not straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us. See that? So they, locked Peter and the other apostles up, falsely accused them, put them in prison. And then in the spirit of the Lord, the angel had them basically, get freed, get broken out of there. And they kept on teaching right back in the temple. But the high priest and the wicked leadership back then was like, look, man, we just read it. Now we straightly tell you to not teach in that name, showing that the power of the name. So you don't think today that the enemy doesn't hold that same mindset? Look, we got to get these guys to stop teaching in that name, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. We got to stop this. Tell them to teach Jesus. See, showing you the power of that name. And it was they didn't have the quote unquote Jesus didn't exist back then. All right, and the apostles spoke Hebrew. All right, we're talking about Hebrew Israelites here, not Greeks. They were speaking Hebrew. So what name were they teaching in? Or what name were they speaking and saying? They were speaking the true name in the Hebrew. All right, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But that was the point I wanted to show, was that that the high priest and the council, all right, which I believe was what the Sanhedrin, I guess you could say, right, the panel, the council of elders, the high priest and all that, wanted them to stop teaching the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. See, but they kept going. So that basically just just an example of the power of teaching in the name of the Lord, man. But you got hidden forces behind the scenes that's paying guys or groups to try to muffle or hide the name, man, because they sold out. Like Apostle Zahar was going to in his video that he's uploading now, right? The live stream. So yeah, I just want to just put a couple of scriptures out there. This was more of just a quick 1-2 type of video. All right, Lord willing, you was edified, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Rachakwadash, and Lord willing, to the next video, we're gonna say Shalom.